let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Jacob Hollister.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the 20.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Airing one out for wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Bills 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field. Back in the day, always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bills' 29-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Coleman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
5-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 21 yards away. And the Jets will extend their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do,
Yeah.
man. Got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And he returns this to the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Intercepted.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
A gain of 2.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 28-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Jets 21. Bills nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Coleman now. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Bullet good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off near the 29. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And the 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And Bullock will put this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Allen. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now a timeout taken.
A gain of 10.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Allen going to try and throw on third down. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Airing it, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 33.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They will find Davis. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
23-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, and that'll bring up second down. He'll have a first down inside the 10, and all the way down to the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Jets 45, Bills nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys.
And now here is another interception. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Coleman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 2 yards on that play, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
41-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball. But they've brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end, Herndon. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
46 to Mike.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen stepping up. He's going to keep it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Blake Cashman on the tackle.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Blake Cashman.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Taken down.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And Beasley with it over the middle. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Allen to Beasley, first down Buffalo. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Allen's throw is complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get it behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it.
Allen on the keeper. A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. From the gun, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
At the 26-yard line.
On second down, it's Coleman. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It's our time. 58, right over there.
Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go down at the 28. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fire.
Victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine